Well, hello there. Thanks for joining us. If you are a work permit holder currently in Canada and your immediate family members are trapped outside of Canada due to the travel restrictions implemented by the Canadian government due to the COVID-19 virus, then there may be an option for them to join you here in Canada, travel restrictions notwithstanding. And so we're going to be talking more about this in this video. Do remember to hit the subscribe button and to check us out at our website at www.go.gooselaw.com. Hello there, thanks for joining us. My name is Donovan Francis and I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer. I help skilled workers who are inside Canada and outside Canada to become permanent residents without having to complete complicated immigration forms. If you're a work permit holder who is currently in Canada and your immediate family members, that is your spouse and or your children, are trapped outside of Canada due to the travel restrictions imposed by the government due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak, then your immediate family members may be able to join you here in Canada. The Canadian government, in an attempt to protect the health and safety of Canadians, has implemented strict travel restrictions, and in essence, almost all persons, with the exception of Canadian citizens and permanent residents, all other persons, with few exceptions, are restricted in their ability to travel to Canada at the moment. And this applies to persons who have valid temporary resident visas and valid electronic travel authorization. They too are restricted unless they fall within some of the exemptions. One of the exempted group is immediate family members of work permit holders currently in Canada. And so where the immediate family member of a work permit holder wants to travel to Canada, they must first get a written authorization from a Canadian immigration representative at the consular office in the country in which they are located. And by virtue of you wanting to join your work permit holder spouse in Canada, that in and of itself qualifies as an essential purpose. But you will have to have had an essential purpose in order to be allowed in. And so if you were wanting to come as a tourist, for instance, you would not be issued this authorization and therefore would not be able to travel to Canada. So that's important. The other important thing is that you want to advise the airline authority, the airline representatives, that you have received an exemption and you are therefore able to travel to Canada, and you will need to present them with this authorization letter. The third and critical thing is that the airline representatives will be administering a test, a health test, to identify any symptoms of the COVID-19 virus. And if they were to identify any such symptoms, then you would not be able to travel to Canada at the current moment. If no symptoms are evident, then you may be allowed to travel to Canada, to fly to Canada. Upon arrival in Canada, you will be subjected to a 14-day quarantine. And again, the purpose of this is to ensure that the safety and health of Canadians is protected. But the critical thing to note is that if you are currently in Canada on a work permit and your immediate family members are trapped outside Canada, and by immediate family members we mean your spouse and or your dependent children, if they are trapped outside Canada, there is an option that may allow them to join you here in Canada despite all the travel restrictions that are currently in place due to the COVID-19 virus. So I trust you found this useful, and remember to hit the subscribe button and to check us out on our website at www.go.gooselaw.com.